Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Bullet Sponge Brews. My name is Wilson, and today we have an Orange Ginger Mead. The Orange Ginger Mead was suggested by my friend Christine. She definitely said that she thought that this would be good, and I'm like, you know what? Screw it. Let's go ahead and try it. So that's what we're going to do today. What we've got going on is we've got half a pound of fresh ginger. We've got just shy of a gallon of orange juice. No, the orange juice it's no pulp orange juice. When I did the pineapple jalapeno mead, there was pulp in that juice, and it just kind of ended in a disaster. So I'm like, I probably want to stay away from pulp at least initially, and then maybe, I don't know, figure out the ratios as we go. So there's no pulp. Also, there's no preservatives or anything like that. It's just orange juice and water. And then we've got honey. This is the same honey that I think I picked up 2 batches ago. So we're going to use the rest of that. And we have a new yeast today. We have Lalvin 71B. We used up all of our Lalvin EC1118. As you guys may remember, Lalvin EC1118 is an absolute powerhouse of a mead. We're talking 18% or higher alcohol cap on that. So we used all of that up. We've got some pretty stout meads out of it. But now I'm wanting to do something a little more, I guess, normal. The reason I went with Lalvin 71B is because this actually has a cap of 14%. So with that, most of our meads actually wind up in roughly the 14% range anyways. So what this is going to allow us to do is to bring our mead up to 14%, or our wines or whatever we're making. It's going to allow us to bring them up to 14%. And because that cap is at 14%, we can either A, attempt to finish it sweet if that's what we wanted to do, that means we'll get our gravity a little bit higher than what the 14% cap is. Or if we are roughly right at 14%, that will allow us to back sweeten it without stabilizing it. There are some people that are kind of finicky about having sulfates or sulfides or metabisulfate in their meads. So from what I've read online, by not having to add the stabilizers, that's going to make our product a little more desirable. Now, I have no intentions of ever going commercial with this. I don't have the time. This is just something I enjoy doing. So I have no intentions of going commercial. So I don't really need to make a supremely desirable product. But I'm kind of wanting to get aspects and information and all that other stuff from every side of the spectrum that we can get it on. So some people don't like sulfites or sulfates, so let's try to make a couple meads without them. Now, and we also have Fermento. This is just yeast nutrient. We've made quite a few batches without the yeast nutrient. This is hopefully going to help push things along, just make it a little bit easier for us to brew. Let's go ahead and just get right into it. Like I said, today we're doing an Orange Ginger Mead, and there's really not a whole lot to it. Got our fermentation vessel here. Once again, I harp on it every video. I'm going to continue to harp on it. Everything here has been sanitized. We want to make sure that there is no gross shit getting in our mead.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
Or our wines or whatever we're making. We just want to make sure that everything is done correctly. So I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, we've got about half a pound of ginger here.
He's a ginger! He's a ginger!
This is organic ginger. It was just the first shit that I saw at Walmart. So that's what's going in here. I don't know what organic means. I am not a smart man. Then we're going to go ahead and go in with about 2.5 pounds of honey.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
I don't know if I should have put the ginger in last, but fuck it, here we go. Now, this honey was supposed to go in our raspberry banana mead, but there was just too much going on in the raspberry banana mead in terms of space in there. So I just decided, you know what, fuck it. It's going to be a wine. So, and once again, like we do with all of our honey, we are going to pour some orange juice in here. All I'm trying to do is break up what honey is left on the sides. Ow. Also, apparently I'm going to punch the vessel. Because like working on a car, apparently you can't make mead without a blood sacrifice.
Blood?
In our yeast, it is rehydrating. It is fluffing up. That is what we are looking for. I also added a little bit of orange juice. I don't know the efficacy of whether we're just going to rehydrate the yeast first or if we just dump it in.
I don't know.
Some of the bigger homebrewing channels on YouTube, like Craft to Brew, they just dump it right in. This is probably something that we're going to experiment with. Right now, I'm just going the rehydration route. Like I said, I am a beginner. I'm not an expert at this.
I don't know shit about fuck.
Everything that I'm kind of doing right now is stuff that I've watched on YouTube or stuff that I've read online.
I can't read.
I'm just trying to figure it out as I go. If you guys have any helpful hints or you have any helpful tips or routes that you guys go with, let me know in the comments. I love reading your guys' comments and I love how interactive you guys are with it. We're going to go ahead and call that good because it's just funky, I guess. Just not wanting to do anything.
There's no sound that no one knows. What does the fuck say?
Hopefully, this is not too high.
Let's get high, let's get high.
Of a gravity reading.
Gravity.
Because I'm out of vessels again.
I can tell you I don't have money.
I'm sorry. I've got more on the way. If this one does finish too sweet, we're going to get those new vessels in. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut it right in half, just like we did with the pineapple jalapeno. I'm not trying to waste any of this. Also, I don't really know what I would do with it. Like, you know, yeah, the brown sugar cinnamon mead, it can be used as a mixer. I don't know what I would use this for. And we're going to go ahead and pour some orange juice right in here, mix it up, get all of this yeast out of there. These yeast packets, one packet is good for 5 gallons of wine or mead. I am lazy and I don't like to do math, so
I don't like effort.
I'm just adding an entire packet. If you guys are trying to save a little bit of money or you're trying to be more accurate about it or what have you, feel free to use a package of yeast for more than one batch. I have added the yeast, I've added the orange juice, honey, everything that's pretty much supposed to be in here is in here. I'm gonna see how well we can do shaking it. Hopefully it doesn't explode.
What have you done?
Hopefully it doesn't get it doesn't get everywhere, and hopefully I don't drop the damn thing. So far, I have not dropped a single carboy or fermentation vessel, and this is now it's leaking. Great. Sometimes these things just like to be difficult, y'all. There we go. That is really not wanting to mix up. I guess we're gonna have to go the mixy route. Once again, if you guys have any ideas for meads, leave them in the comments. If you are more experienced homebrewers and you guys have hints, tips, tricks regarding anything homebrewing, whether it's meads or wines or anything like that, let me know some of the stuff that you guys have learned down in the comments as well. Let me know flavor combinations that you guys have tried and really enjoyed or flavor combinations that you guys want to see. Like I said, I do enjoy reading your guys' comments. I do enjoy you guys interacting with me. I try to go through and read every comment, and I say try. I get like 10 or so comments every video. It's not like I'm getting 10 million.
Please talk to me, please.
So any comments I will try to read. I will try to respond to. Now, with the ginger, I did not take the skins off. Like I said, I'm just experimenting here. Maybe the skins, maybe they'll add some tannins to it. Once again, tannins are for mouthfeel. To make it not feel so watery, it's to make it feel a little bit drier.
That's what she said.
That's kind of my thought process behind leaving the skins on. looks like we're mixed in. Like I said, I do have some yeast nutrient here. What this is going to do is this adds more nitrogen into the mix. Yeast like nitrogen, they like oxygen too, obviously, but for some reason, this nitrogen booster or whatever it is makes yeast extremely happy. So we're going to go ahead and add a half a teaspoon of yeast nutrient. Jesus. It's super fine. Just blew up in the air. The fuck? And we're going to go ahead and give one final mix. That yeast nutrient did not mix in there very well. It's all clumped up on the sides. You know, we're just going to call that good. Hopefully, everything is all right. I don't know. This mead just... apparently it doesn't like me. What we're going to do now is, I think because we have a bunch of orange juice in here, we're not really going to have to worry about the pH.
It's over 9,000!
I think that the pH is going to be just fine. Once again, we are checking the pH because botulism bad. Say it with me. Botulism bad. And we just need a couple drops. It looks like we're at about a 5, so I was wrong. We need acid.
How wrong I was.
Also, I don't think there's going to be necessarily enough tannins in the peel, so I went ahead and I got more tannins. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're also going to add half a teaspoon of tannins just to make sure everything is hunky-dory. We're going to go ahead and add half a teaspoon of malic acid. All right, and same thing as before. Gonna mix it all in. Now that the acid is not just going to drop our pH to help with the any kind of issues we might have with the botulism bacteria. It's also going to help with flavor profile. It's going to make it a little more tart, a little more sour. And let's see what we got. Once again, botulism can reproduce and that's what I'm looking for. Can create colonies at a pH above 4.6. So we're wanting below a 4.5. We're wanting right around a 4. All right, y'all. So yeah, we're at about a 4, if you guys can see that. So that's where we want to be. Don't have to add any more acid. Get rid of those pH strips. Screw it. And the last thing we have to do is take a gravity reading.
Gravity.
Hydrometer inside of your graduated cylinder. Hydrometers, once again, are very fragile. Be careful. Don't drop them. They will break. We are once again off the charts. My hydrometer does go to a 1.160. It is well past that. We're probably in the 1.7, 1.8 range. So we're going to go ahead and let this mead kind of do its own thing right now. Like I said, I do have more vessels on their way. What we're going to do when I get those when those vessels get here is we are going to just cut this in half, put it inside 2 vessels, and then top it off and hopefully bring it down to a much more manageable
Gravity.
That being said, I lost my notebook for my notes, so I haven't recorded any notes here. I'm going to have to go back through and watch the video as soon as I find it, and we will get everything all sorted out. We are just going to wait until my vessels come in. Once again, we're going to cut it in half, and then we're going to bring that down to a much more manageable level. You figure I would have learned by now, but apparently not.
How can I learn so much every week and still be so stupid?
Thank you guys so much for joining me today. It is a privilege, and it is really fun to be able to do this. I don't make money off of this. This is all out of my own pocket. I don't expect to get rich. I'm just having a great time doing this. And I can't tell you guys how much I appreciate you guys joining me for the ride. Thank you so much.
Thank you, boys. Thank you.
Once again, if you guys have any ideas for meads, or if you guys can help me figure out how to stop fucking up and putting too much damn sugar in this, let me know in the comments. I read it. I promise I'll respond. If you guys like the video, leave a like. If you don't like the video, leave a dislike.
Say it with your chest.
But if you leave a dislike, let me know in the comments why you guys didn't like it. Once again, my name is Wilson. This is Bullet Sponge Brews. Thank you guys so much for joining me. This is our Orange Ginger Mead that is just fucking stupid high. Y'all have a great night. Check on your veterans. We'll see you next time. Of course I fucked up again. God damn. Too much sugar in it.